Howdy, hello, I'm Nori Milton, a maternal child health worker with Carissa County Family Services, and today I'm going to be demonstrating using some fresh ingredients how to put together a fresh salsa. So the ingredients that we're going to need for this recipe are fresh tomatoes, and the nice thing with summer coming is they're really easy ingredients if you have a garden, just to pick them out of your garden. So we need about 5 tomatoes. It doesn't really matter what kind, whatever's available. Nice and ripe. We need about half a cup of fresh cilantro, 1 jalapeno, half a cup of chopped red onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and some fresh lime. So to begin, I'm just going to start cutting up these tomatoes, and it's up to you, whatever you prefer. I prefer to take out the meat out of the tomato, and I have a garbage bowl, I'll call it, and I put the centers into that. You can just throw these out, but if you like to repurpose things, you can utilize the center of the tomato and freeze it, put it in your freezer, and you can make homemade soup for later. But right now, I just take out all the centers and I just utilize the meat of the tomato. And I'm going to do this with all of my tomatoes, and then I'm just going to chop them up. Now my knives are not super sharp, and then once I have them all cut into little bite-sized pieces, I'm going to add them to my bowl. And we're going to do that to all 5 or 6 of our tomatoes, depending on how big your tomato is. And once that's done, I'll show you how to do the next step. So as you can see, we have all of our tomatoes chopped in our bowl, and you can make them as big or as small as you would like. Now, I'm just going to move this aside for a second, and we're going to take our red onion. So this is going to be about half a cup. We're just going to take the ends off of it. I probably don't cut it like a chef, but this is what I do. I just peel the outer edges of the onion off, and then I'm just going to cut it up really finely. Here's a little tip for you too, though. If you do happen to have a food processor at home, you can do this really quickly by just adding all the ingredients that I'm about to show you into a food processor and pulse it, and it'll be done in no time. It can save you all the hand chopping. Just gonna cut this up really fine. Like I said, don't judge me. My knives are not very sharp. But we got to use what we got handy, right? It's not always, cooking is not, we don't always have all the right tools when we cook. We got to make do. So. And then we're going to add that to our bowl. So the next thing that we're going to add is about half a cup of fresh chopped cilantro. So I'm just going to cut off a chunk of that there. That'll be about half a cup once it's cut up. I like to twist it so it all stays together, and then I just chop it. I'll just go the opposite direction. That way we don't get any of the stems in there. We only get the leaves. And we're going to add that to our bowl. Scrape that off. Now the next thing I'm going to add is a fresh jalapeno. And have to be careful with these that you don't get the oils all over your hands and then touch your face, because it will burn your eyes and cause irritation on your skin. So we're going to actually take out the seeds. I'm going to cut off the end of the jalapeno. I'm going to stand it on end. I'm just going to cut all the edges off. And it's a really super and easy way to get rid of the seeds. And we're going to add that to our garbage bowl. So today I'm probably not going to utilize the insides of the tomatoes or the jalapeno or the onion skins, but what I am going to do is my chickens will love me and I'll give them a treat later. Just going to cut those into thin slices. I'm going to line them up and then we're going to chop them really small. And add those to our mixture in the bowl. Scrape that in there. Put in our jalapeno. It shouldn't be too spicy because we've removed all of the seeds. It'll just add a little bit of flavor. Now I'm going to take 3 cloves of garlic and I'm going to smash them with my knife. Put them underneath my knife. Give them a good smash. It releases all the juice. And then we're going to chop them up and add them to our fresh salsa. Now we want to get these fairly small because you don't want a big hunk of garlic when you're eating your salsa. Especially if it's strong garlic, it can really burn your mouth. I'm going to add that to our bowl. Now our last ingredient is we're going to take this fresh lime that I've cut in half and I'm going to squeeze the juice all over the salsa. And I'm going to squish it through my hand to catch any of the seeds so they don't go into our salsa. And I'm just going to let my fingers strain it and let it run into the bowl. Oh, I just dumped it there. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other half. So I've added a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper, and we're just going to sprinkle that in our salsa. We're going to give it a stir. This is like one of our family's favorite summer recipes. It's fresh, it's cost effective, and it's really good. It's a nice little treat. So of course we got to try this out. I'm going to take some on a chip. I'm going to put some on a taco chip and try it out. Enjoy, guys.